Today, I want to show you how you can get set up and have your kids snorkeling in no time. Try to make this quick, easy, painless. Here we go. First thing you want to do is to take a look at how Snorkl works. You can do that by clicking the Try a Sample activity. And there's a number of activities here that you can click on and walk through a snorkel just like a student would. When you're finished previewing, you can go back to this purple band up at the top, and it says click to return to teacher. Then, if you wanted to find an activity, this is a great curated list of activities that are pre-built for students. They cover all the different disciplines, and they go all the way up to high school level. And within these, there are additional nested snorkels. So if I click on Reading and Language Arts for high school, underneath there, I have some other things to choose from: key ideas, literary structure, integration of knowledge and ideas, etc. So if I say analyzing key US documents, and that's what I want to teach my kids, I click on that. I can try it as a student. I can read the description, and I always recommend trying it as a student first and see if that meets your criteria. And then you just click Assign. From there, you will select a class. If you do not have a class, you will create one by clicking the purple button down at the bottom left. Give the class a name. Give it a color and hit create. And that's really all it is. You've got a class created now that will be rostered once students join the activity. So you click next. You determine whether you want to have an AI coach or not. That will be a panel to the right of an activity that will only be accessible to students before recording their response. So think of the coach as a pregame coach who's going to review the content with them, clarify any questions they might have about the instructions or the grading criteria. You determine whether they should have the read aloud button and the translate button incorporated within the Snorkl coach or the AI coach. You choose a schedule a start date and end date. If you're working with students that don't have a Google account, I don't see that as something that'd be relevant to you in the classroom. If you were presenting at a workshop, you might put the guest login option on. And then you have the option for collaboration. So students have the opportunity to see what their peers have contributed to the Snorkl. How did they do on the Snorkl? What's great about this is that it is anonymous, A, and B, students can't access what their peers have done until they have finished their work. So there'll be no peeking to find out what's going on until they've finished what they've done. And then you click Assign. Once you've done that, you have a code that you can push out through Google Classroom. And if you click Go to Activity, so you just copy and paste this into, or click the copy link and copy that into your Google Classroom. It's not integrated currently, so you're going to have to click over there and paste it into an announcement. When you click Go Activity, this is your dashboard. So this is what you'll be seeing as students complete their Snorkl, and you'll be able to gather insights, see how long students spent within the Snorkl. It's a great opportunity to access students in real time and determine their mastery or their confusion or the challenges that they are having. Additionally, you have some sharing opportunities. You can click the share button here if you didn't get that pushed out to Google Classroom. If you're using Snorkl, students will have access to Snorkl if you're using Clever, students will have access to Snorkl there. So they'll just be clicking that single sign-on and copying in the code there. You can also push it out as a QR code. Up in the top right, you see there's a little QR code icon. So students could also join your Snorkl that way. Lots of ways to get started with Snorkl. Okay, so that was just the how you get started. I hope that you'll be snorkeling soon and taking those deep dives with your students to discover the wonders of educational technology and learning within this environment.